So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but we do have car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct, so it's all good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they made it easy with an online quote.
Interesting.
Plus, we're saving a bunch.
Like $4?
We're talking hundreds.
So enough for a new toy house?
Sweetie.
I want the one with the hot tub.
Saving on car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct is simpler than playtime.
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
All right, here we go. Good evening and welcome all to Stettler, Alberta, here for some major evening curling and the 10th draw of the 2025 Boston Pizza Cup, presented by Curling Alberta and Best Western Hotels and Resorts, proudly hosted by the Erskine Curling Club. My name is Justice Jakes, and I'm joined by Kate Ector, my partner in the booth today in Stettler, Alberta, the heart of Alberta. Today, we bring you the feature matchup on Sheet B, which has Team Evan Van Amsterdam and Team Kevin Kooi in the 1-2 qualifier with a chance to book their tickets, respectively, to the final. Kate, I'm back again for another draw. Your first draw of the event. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Justice. I'm super excited. This is going to be a really great game. It's going to be a really fun one to watch.
Good luck and good curling.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting, and we are excited to be here with you all this evening. If you're watching us, then you can be watching us from kind of 5 different locations. You can be watching us from the Curling Zone YouTube channel, the Curling Alberta YouTube channel, X, Facebook, and Twitch as well. So if wherever you're tuning in from, we are happy to be here with you tonight, and we will guide you along this journey, as Evan Asmussen says on Team Vavrick. So we can't wait to get started. So as you see on the scoreboard there, Kooi is throwing the yellow rocks tonight, as well as Van Amsterdam throwing the red. Kooi was awarded the last stone first end, so they are going to be the team throwing the hammer kind of in the first end. We're just waiting to get underway now. Team Van Amsterdam getting ready to throw their first rock of the game. But to start us off, we're going to give you a little bit of a lineup from both teams. So out of the Saville Community Sports Center, Evan Van Amsterdam at skip in the purple jackets. Jason the Ginter, third for Team Van Amsterdam. And he is actually an employee of Curling Alberta, so you might see I called him the Gint there. We work together, so a little bit of a kind of joke there. Sterling Middleton at second, Parker Conshoe at lead, and out of the Glencoe Curling Club in Calgary, Kevin Kooi at skip in those other jackets on the ice, the other kind of darker purple with the green and blue. Aaron Slachinsky at third, Tyler Tardy at second, Karik Martin at lead, Mike Libis is your alternate, and John Dunn is the coach of this team. We're excited to have you all. And as always, I've been doing a few of the draws this week. If you're excited to kind of be here and you want to kind of see your name come up from us commentators, you can go on the Curling Zone YouTube channel and comment where you're tuning in from. We already have some early comments, Kate.
Yes, we do. Lots of people. We got Ontario, a couple from Ontario. We have a former Albertan living in
New Zealand. There we go.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Big change. So welcome to the stream, everybody.
That's awesome. All right, Kark Martin throwing his first one
felt
of the
there.
game.
I felt there.
They are throwing the yellow rocks there.
Lots of room.
And just getting underway now. So Kate, obviously a big game. You got a chance to book yourself to the final. What do you think would maybe be a key to the game for both of these teams getting into the game early on and throughout the start here?
Yeah, the page playoff is a really interesting format here where this game isn't necessarily do or death. You know, if for the loser, they still have another game in the semifinal, but punching your spot into the final is a really big advantage. So I think it's really just for both of these teams, try to get your feet under yourself and get comfortable and make something happen in this game.
Yeah, Kate, these two teams, they are some of the most experienced teams in Alberta competing for the title of Alberta champion this year. CTRS rankings show Kevin Kooi is the 9th team ranked in Canada right now, and the Evan Van Amsterdam rank is 17th in Canada right now. So this is really sort of an even matchup. So it's not far off from each other. They're within 10 kind of places on the points there for the CTRS ranking system. That's how our Canadian provinces rank our teams. And for all of the viewers at home that are looking to see kind of what's on the line here, we're one of the last two provinces that have to name a team to the Brier. So these teams will join our already team waiting at the Brier, Team Alberta Jacobs, at the 2025 Montana's Brier in Kelowna, British Columbia. That's got to be a good trip.
Yeah, you definitely want to punch your ticket to Kelowna. Lots of fun wineries.
Pretty warm, I hear. So maybe not at the time that they go, but you never know.
Probably warmer than Alberta.
Yeah, it probably is. You're right. So Stettler, it's a little frigid right now, but if you're tuning in from somewhere warm, we envy you, and we hope that you're enjoying a little Mai Tai for us. So the other thing that you can be enjoying during the game, you might have heard me before, an 016, a Sandbagger. Get your refreshments. They're the beverage sponsors for Curling Alberta, Original 16, the Pale Ale of Curling Alberta, and Sandbagger Hard Seltzer. So grab a cold one. Kate, I know I've got mine. You've got yours. We're ready for this.
You know, to be completely honest with you, Justice, I wish we had ours.
Yeah, we wish. We wish. We've got curling practice after this, folks, but we might enjoy one after. So
yes, that just means that we need the viewers to have a couple for us.
There you go. So that's how it goes. A little bit of a good setup here for Team Van Amsterdam early on. Tyler Tardy throwing his first of the game. Now delivering the stone. Aaron Slaczynski managing the rock. Looking to make as many of these reds go away as possible. Oh, I don't think you could have did that twice where it goes through the hole, but...
that was a bit impressive.
Yeah, but it did roll away from the reds in the middle, so you do have the opportunity to kind of get direct access to those reds now. So if you're Tyler Tardy, it's not the end of the world. It's not worst case scenario. So obviously, I don't think you could have done that twice, like I said, but... that is the one.
Close! Girl!
Team Van Amsterdam just looking to
Gotta go.
kind of hit and roll this guard and protect their own reds, and they do just exactly that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spot for that to land.
Yeah, it's a great spot because it does protect the one that's sitting shot rock in the 4-foot there. But the one in the 8-foot, it's not on a conducive angle that Tyler can really double them off directly. So only way you could do that is a slash, but your shooter, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Team Van Amsterdam is putting on some early pressure here. Oh.
Until Tyler did that. Yeah, so he left one sitting, kind of bumped it up to the button there, but he got a great double from two of the reds and ruled his shooter out. So great shooting there from Tyler Tardy. If you don't know, us commentators, we have the esteemed privilege by our social media team. I see Raymond is in the chat, so if you want to say hi to our social media guru, say hi to Raymond the Ginge in the chat. He's on site in Stettler right now. We're in Calgary right now, streaming from home, but nonetheless, you can say hi to him. We have the esteemed privilege of picking moment of the game. So if you're interested to kind of sway our decision and you want to kind of recognize one of the great shots that we might see throughout the game today, just put in the comments section what you think moment of the game is going to be. But a great start so far, Kate.
Yes.
All right. Aaron Slaczynski now throwing third stones for Team Kevin Kooi. Kark Martin really managing this rock.
And they clear it up again.
Great job. Great shot from Aaron Slaczynski. He's really kind of, this Kooi team, they're really great at kind of making sure that if they need to clean up, it's effective and I guess worth their while. So Team Kevin Kooi, they were looking at 3 reds in the house, and now Van Amsterdam kind of having to hit and kind of sit back.
Yeah, which you really can't be surprised by. You got to know coming into this game that you're playing a team that knows how to clean things up.
Yeah, Kevin Cooey's won this event many times. Alberta champion, I think 4-time Alberta champion, I believe, or 5-time. Incredible to see a legend in Alberta curling. So definitely they know their experience, or you know you're playing experience if you're Team Van Amsterdam. Aaron Slaczynski, he's the current reigning Alberta mixed doubles champion. He played Ryan Parent in the final this year. Ryan Parent was on Team Jakes, who played in this event, Kate. So kind of a cool thing that you can win at the mixed doubles level as well. And he'll be joining us in PEI in our little national trip. So that'll be kind of looking to book his second here, though, this week to the Briar, obviously. So Evan Van Amsterdam throwing the first redstone of the end for himself. And looking to kind of just draw one in.
Where? Like back four. Looks heavy. Yeah, it's heavy.
Jason Ginter calling back 4, and you might notice that Jason Ginter, he does throw third stones, but isn't the vice of this team. Sterling Middleton, the second, is the vice of this team, so Sterling throwing second, but calling line for Evan, their skip, and then Jason, obviously a part of their front end, throwing those 2 back end stones before Evan. All right.
Not really worried about it.
So sinks back there, doesn't quite stick in the house, Kate, but for Kevin Kooi, they're going to just seem to follow him down.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Kevin Kooi rink will do just that.
Yeah, kind of an opportunity here to put this rock in an interesting spot and make Van Am's life a little bit difficult when it comes to removing the rock.
Yeah, that red, it did hang around in the back of the house, so they could very well be in a little bit of a pickle here if Kooi tries to really kind of get as close to that red as possible. Oh.
Interesting.
So a little bit overswept there from Team Kooi.
Just a bit of an overcurl too, not quite where they wanted that one.
He's really good there. You want to freeze it?
So pretty clean first end, Kate. I know our head ice maker, Darren Molding of the event, he likes to use the term blanks fill a lot, but we can't use it a whole bunch because it's been patented, I've heard. So it could be dicey. We might see some fines or some copyright infringement if we use that term. So for all of you in the chat, you might have to do it for us. So get involved, get active. Say some comments in the chat. We love to read them, us commentators. So great to see some of you who have been along the way throughout the week with us. So Parker Conshu really managing the rock right now, trying to get that rock as deep as possible to close the gap with that red that they've got in the back of the house there.
Nice shot, guys.
That's an excellent shot, Kate.
Yes, and a very nice freeze.
It's not going to be a hard shot anyway.
So for Kevin Kooi, he's looking to just kind of make this go away. Some classic Kevin Kooi heat probably coming down the ice, Kate. But
yep. And still pretty, not the most difficult shot for Kevin to face. He should be able to clear it out with not too much trouble because it's so far back in those rings.
Yeah, it's really far back there. So as long as he hits it on an angle, throws some weights, the little bump there that Van Amsterdam had, that'll probably force the rock out of play. And as Darren says, blanks fill upon us. So, and they do just that. So great shot from Team Kevin Kooi. I hope you have your 016, your sandbagger. Get ready, folks. Sit comfortable because we'll be right back after the break.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
All right, and we're back in Stettler for the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. I'm joined by Kate Ector, my partner. My name is Justice Jakes, and well, we have a surprise guest, Michael Latteroot, our event championship coordinator. Michael, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Justice. Thank you, and a pleasure to join you.
Yeah, it's interesting having you on. It's a pleasure to have you on. We weren't expecting it, us commentators. We weren't briefed, so we were like, Michael, what are you doing here? But it's great to have you nonetheless. So,
I thought it was close.
Oh, just a little surprise.
Lots of room. Five. Well, if you can, Tyler. Only if you need to.
Michael, a very, very knowledgeable championship coordinator, doing how many championships a year for Curling Alberta, Michael? 13 and 14?
Organized 13 championships throughout the season. Start in December and wrap up at the beginning of April.
Yeah, geez, it's like you might not have a life in those months there, Michael. You're in a curling club a lot of the time, so
I spend a lot of time in a curling club, Justice. Absolutely. I meet a lot of fantastic people in my travels all across the province.
That's always great to hear. It's why we do it, right? It's why all of us love the game, the people, the social aspect of our sport. That's really what brings it along. But yeah, the game, it's an interesting one here ahead of us, Michael. We've got an amazing kind of pairing with us. Van Amsterdam and Kooi, the two top seeds in our field, playing in the 1-2. And then on the draw, the other draw, we have Jacob Libis and Dalen Vavrick playing in the 3-4. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've got the teams exactly where we want them, and it's been a fantastic week here in Stettler. Just wanted to say, the Erskine Curling Club and all their volunteers have done a fantastic job this week putting this event on.
I like the weight.
Yeah, they've really stepped up to the plate with their just
Four,
how many volunteers they have.
Five.
Mark Higgins, my other commentator
little
throughout
bump.
the week, he mentioned that their town is
Just
only
to it.
about just over 300
little
people
bump.
with the whole population of the town. And they are not a town, a hamlet, Mark said. And the big thing with it is they had over 150 volunteers for this event. So over half of their town's population dedicating some time to putting in a shift or two to make this event a resounding success here in Stettler. So amazing to see, just amazing stewardship from them and their club.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Justice. The club, the hamlet, the community of Stettler have all stepped up to put on a really a first class event.
Ooh, and we've got a little shot there from Sterling Middleton, and he nicks actually all 3 rocks in the house there. Kind of a heater that he threw, but gets one of the yellows, bumps his red back into play, and the other yellow kind of floats off onto the side. Now, Michael, I don't know what's it called, your opinion on this, but what do you think would be maybe a good next shot for Team Kooi if you're looking at kind of advancing your end here?
It was pretty bad. Okay, love the slide.
Well, I think
Again, that was just a yesterday,
it's
100%. Yeah.
Tyler that's in the hack right now.
I'm good with that.
Mr. Tardy, he wants to. I would throw just probably control weight here. You want to stick around, maybe split the house.
Yeah, definitely. It allows your end to develop a little bit. And if Tyler is listening, I'm sure he will at the end of the game. He'll want to make sure that I mention that you can vote for him for the Grand Slam of Curling Player All-Star game in Nashville. So he is really looking forward to that. So he needs all of you in the comments on Twitter. X now, Facebook, Twitch, Curling Alberta's YouTube channel to go on the Grand Slam of Curling's website, vote for Tyler, and make sure he books a trip to Nashville to go be the All-Star third. So, Michael, I know me and you, we voted for him. We definitely want him to go. So hopefully he doesn't, or now he's got his little plug that he requested. So there you go.
Well, if that doesn't convince you enough, if that doesn't convince you, you can go check out his TikTok for further convincing.
Yeah, you bet. He does a little Instagram and TikTok, and amazing shot there from Team Van Amsterdam. So yeah, double undercover. That's probably one of the most underrated shots so far in the game. I don't even know if it's underrated. That's just excellent. Great shooting from Jason.
Oh,
Ginter
fantastic.
there, so.
Yeah.
Yep. Whoa.
Jason looks like he's on his game tonight.
Whoa.
You bet. Michael, you would know. We've got 2 Curling Alberta. Ooh. Tardy goes tumbling.
I would give that a 10. Great job, Tyler.
He puts his hand up. He's a champ. He knows that the fans get a little chuckle out of that. Hopefully the people in the comments do as well. Little replay there.
Didn't touch the rocks. That's a pro fall.
That is.
That is a pro fall. Absolutely. I gotta say I've done that myself a few times.
I'm with you, Michael. I'm pretty sure we're both with you on that.
I'm definitely with you.
So yeah, these guys, they know how to do it, and it just shows to see how hard they lean on that broom, where that really, the amount of pressure and weight they're putting on their brooms, it really, if they're not fully stable on that broom, they'll fall. The broom will fall right out underneath them, and it just shows how effective they are at the sweeping and everything they need to do to get that rock where it needs to be. So,
so true.
Good shot. Okay.
And it looks like it was nonetheless it was a great attempt from Aaron Slachinski on the run back, and Team Van Amsterdam now just kind of blocking that run back available to Team Kooi now. And
I got a third.
That is
a third.
the discussion right now, whether you're going to peel this if you're Kevin Kooi or if you're going to address it by kind of coming into the house. Interesting nonetheless. And Michael, one of the other ways that people can support Curling Alberta and the Erskine Curling Club, their amazing host committee, is by purchasing a 50-50 ticket, right?
Yes!
Absolutely. Wow, what a fantastic shot.
That was. Geez, we just get shot after shot after shot. It's just fantastic here.
Well, I expect nothing less on Sheet B tonight between Kooi and Van Amsterdam. No, our 50-50 tonight will be drawn at about 9:15. So there's a little bit of time, of course, to go online onto Curling Alberta's website, and that's curlingalberta.ca. Purchase your ticket and support youth curling here in the province of Alberta, and as well the Erskine Curling Club as well will benefit and leave a little bit of a legacy. And
yeah, the jackpot, I just checked the live jackpot, and we are just under $7,000. So if you're a resident of Alberta over the age of 18, go online to Curling Alberta's website, smash that 50-50 button, and make sure you buy a 50-50 in support of Erskine and youth curling in Alberta. So we're at $6,950. So amazing jackpot so far. Winner takes home $3,475 right now. So get in on the action. Lots of great action tonight. So
got a fantastic crowd here tonight. You know, I'm just thoroughly impressed. All week long, we've had great crowds.
That's awesome. Yeah, if you can see on the camera now, we've got such a full house here watching the 1-2 game, the 3-4 game, the Page playoff draw here in Stettler. The 2 games on ice, Kooi versus Van Amsterdam in the 1-2. Winner advances directly to the final, whereas Vavrick and Libis play in the 3-4, facing elimination. Winner goes on to the semifinal to play the loser of our game here, and then the loser of the Vavrick-Libis game being eliminated from play tonight. So lots on the line, Michael, tonight.
Hard line!
Oh, absolutely, for all these teams. So it's
really
going to be an exciting evening.
Hard!
Yeah, and for those wondering what the score is in the other game, Jacob Libis, Dalen Vavrick in Sheet C, they are a 0-0 tie right now. They blanked the first, so that is the current score of that game. So blanks for both games there. Now, Kate, I believe we are looking at a little bit of a situation where Team Van Amsterdam is having the opportunity to set up kind of for maybe a steal or a force opportunity.
Yeah, it can definitely put some pressure on here and secure a force with a really good draw. You can put the pressure on, maybe get a steal out of it, but I would expect Kevin Kooi to be able to draw the pin here. The worst comes to worst to get his one. That's that was interesting there because that was the second time that we've seen Kooi over curl with his rock.
Evan Van Amsterdam now with his last rock of the second end of the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup, and looking to just sit top 4 and force Kooi to make an impeccable draw.
Jay, you really got to go if you can.
Jason Ginter managing the stone now, really curling it over.
All the way, help him out. Yep, go. Hard, guys, go ahead. A little more.
It's a kind of a battle for the staff there right now, Michael. Jason Ginter, a part of our staff, and Tyler Tardy as well.
Yeah, it's fun to watch those that you know personally, and I love that they're both playing against each other. Little rivalry.
Yeah, you bet, Michael. And for all of us that are a part of Curling Alberta's organization, it's just awesome to see them Now, that was a fantastic draw.
Yeah.
Showing up today and making sure that that draw is on the forefoot. I know his teammate Jason Ginter really said in his interview with Raymond Vanstone, our social media guru that does it all, he says, really said that he wants Evan to realize how good of a player he is and how confident he should be coming into the game. So I know Jason will be really thrilled with that.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal draw. You really, anytime you can force your opponent to throwing a run back against two, or a little pick here actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a little like kind of pick or maybe a blank opportunity.
Yeah. Either way, I think that Van Amsterdam would be pretty happy with this end.
Kevin Kooi with some heat coming down the ice. Last stone, second end, throwing the yellow stone.
Curl.
Tyler Tardy on it now.
Oh, what a bomb.
Gets them both. Great
Fantastic.
shot from Kevin Kooi. That's what you call vintage Kooi. Right here at the Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. We'll be right back after the break, folks, and this replay.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
I missed it that way.
All right, and we're back after the break. It is the third end of this 1-2 page playoff featuring Evan Van Amsterdam and Kevin Kooi. Van Amsterdam throwing the red rock and Kooi throwing the yellow, and a fantastic blank attempt and made, I should say, for Kevin Kooi there. Kate, a little bit of a highlight reel shot there.
Yeah, no kidding. We're really, seeing kind of a story in the first two ends where Van Amsterdam team is really putting on pressure and getting their rocks in good positions, and then someone on Team Kooi just comes out with a banging shot and clears it all up.
Yeah, Michael, it's pretty encouraging to see. What a game so far. Can you give us a little bit of a replay, a verbal replay of what happened in the last end for the viewers just joining us now?
We're to it.
That's what we're playing.
Well, Justice, you know, really, I think Kooi obviously wanted to come out of the end with a blank and so forth, and you know, just set it up that way. He, you know, made a beautiful shot Van Amsterdam made a beautiful shot to clean things up, and the way we go.
Yeah, you bet. And that's exactly what happened here. So you can see a portion of the fans there. That's some of the Team Libis supporters. There's Sydney Libis, Jamie Scott. That is their group there, and they're huge Libis fans there. I know Jamie Scott. She's Michael Henrik's partner. And Sydney Libis cheering on her brother there. So really encouraging to see some friends, family in the stand, really cheering on their teammates and partners there throughout the week. Great pressure from Van Amsterdam now, Kate. Another great guard, and then putting those rocks in good positions.
Yeah, we're seeing Kooi potentially thinking of putting another one in there, just a nicer kind of lighter weight. Looks like they're gonna throw.
Yeah, it looks like we have a little bit more rocks in play. I know Kevin Kooi hasn't really liked the idea of lots in play, but he seems to be liking it now. So
yeah.
We've got 2 Kooi stones in play, but one in the back of the house and one on the top of the house there in the 12-foot. You'll notice that the reds are kind of just positioned in the 4-foot, so he's just looking to put one on top and put the pressure on Team Van Amsterdam to make one back. Tyler Tardy, the second for Team Kooi, is throwing the stone.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing kind of a softer weight shot out of this team.
Yep. Little light. Real hard.
No, you're absolutely right, Kate. I was just thinking to myself what kind of weight Tyler was going to throw, and he's just got such a nice touch. Just going to move those rocks around just a little bit.
Yeah, excellent. Gets one red out of play and keeps that other yellow above the tee line. Excellent shot from Tyler Tardy there. I know we've got a lot of BC fans watching an old set of teammates that have 3 World Junior Championships under their belt. If you don't know, Sterling Middleton, the vice throwing the rock right now for Team Van Amsterdam, is a former teammate for Tyler Tardy. And Tyler Tardy taking his rank to 3 World Junior Championships and winning them all. So excellent story there. Kind of a cool rivalry we see now.
Well, yellow. Just moving some stuff around.
Yeah, move some stuff around. And for those who are wondering, Tyler and Sterling, they both are from the BC kind of area. Tyler living in Calgary now, but Sterling actually is still living in BC. So he's the import on that Van Amsterdam team, which is allowed on the Canadian system. One import allowed to a rink on your province there. The other 3 either have to have birthright status or residency in the province. Right. So that Van Amsterdam team, all Albertan there, besides Sterling Middleton there.
When they just nicked the guard.
Listen, Justice and Kate, I'm being called to the field of play by our chief umpire, so I'm gonna just let the 2 of you continue on here, and I'm gonna check in with our chief umpire, Andy Lassard.
You bet. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, you guys.
It goes under pretty easily.
The call of duty comes to Michael. It is all good. We understand Michael. He's a busy guy running this event here. He's been working on this event for those at home for about 6 months, I would say, leading up to this moment here. So it really takes everything for those championship coordinators and those host committees to really put on a strong event like they're doing now. So lots of time and effort put in now, especially by Michael and Terry, the 2 coordinators for this event. Jason Ginter delivering his rock now, looking to just take away that front yellow and roll in front of that other red to kind of just eliminate the run back opportunity or make it harder, I would say. It's not eliminated, but harder, Kate.
Yes, definitely.
Great high.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Kooi does here.
No.
Seeing a little bit of a build-up of Van Amsterdam's rocks, but I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen Kooi's team cleared up quickly.
Yeah, Kevin Kooi, a very effective hitting team. It's probably part of the reason why they're 9th in Canada. And Aaron Slaczynski delivering a bomb right now, trying to get as many of those reds moving.
That's good.
Gets 2.
Gets 2 of them, yeah. Puts his yellow in a position too where it could come back into the end and score later. So it is just nibbling. So you'll see on the overhead shot there that they're nibbling the end of play, and you could see that one come later in the end. And now Jason Ginter just looking to sit second shot and eliminate that yellow from play. So forcing that Kooi rink to really kind of have to make a decision on how to score their 2 here in the third end.
Curl. A little heavy. Curl.
And Kate, we've got a little bit of a score update on sheet C.
Yes, on sheet C in the second end, Team Vavrick got their 2 points. So Vavrick is now up 2-0 on Jacob Libas.
So a little bit of a score update there for you. Vavrick with the big 2 in 2. There you go. And Aaron Slaczynski delivering his final stone of the end. A later acquisition for Team Kooi. They brought Aaron on to replace then player Jacques Gauthier on his team. Jacques Gauthier, I believe, is playing in the Manitoba Men's Championship right now. So I'm not sure how far he advanced. I haven't been following the Manitoba Championship a whole lot, but I'm sure you viewers are. You can give me a little update in the comments. And like I said, if you're looking to interact with us or get a little bit of a shout out, put a nice comment in there in the Curling Zone YouTube chat there, and we're more than happy to give you a little bit of a acknowledgement. Terry from Elkford, BC was there, as well as I believe we had some...
We have Noel in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I'm jealous there.
Very interesting there. So awesome to see so many people from around the world tuning into our event here in Stettler. And before Evan Van Amsterdam throws his first shot at the end, I'd like to acknowledge the platinum sponsors of the event: the town of Stettler, Stettler County, Alberta government; the gold sponsors, Crop Management, Brant Stettler, Wilfert, and GT Hydraulic.
Yeah, we know as players just as how crucial those sponsors are to these kinds of events.
Curl.
Yeah, they really make these events possible. So amazing to see their support, and we thank them for their financial contribution, because it really wouldn't be possible without them.
All right, they roll a little bit further than they wanted.
Yeah, it's not in a bad spot, though. They have the opportunity to make Kooi chase a little bit and out there in the wings. This isn't a spot that they generally kind of throw a lot. So anything that maybe you're looking for when you're throwing this, Kate?
I think that I'm probably aware that it's maybe a bit fresher, so you might want to make sure that the weight that you're throwing is there. You can get into trouble if you throw it a bit light in the frostier stuff. But I think the Kooi team's really going to want to make sure Kooi team is going to want to make sure they stick around on this shot and put the pressure on.
All right, Kevin Kooi with his first shot here, looking to maybe hit and roll this rock just to farther in to that underneath that corner guard, making Van Amsterdam have to either address it or come down to it to prevent a possible 2.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Clark Martin managing the stone now.
Yes, we're rolling. Yes. Go.
Aaron Slaczynski really trying to roll this. Oh, and what a nice roll. Gets it right under the guard. Kevin Kooi really showing up for today's game, making sure that he can book his ticket to the final quicker than anyone else. So I'm sure both teams are really wanting that, and we're seeing it, Kate, with how well they're both playing right now.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams are really dialed in. They're really bringing out their best, and that's kind of what you expect in the Alberta Men's Provincials Page Playoff.
Yeah, 15.
And we've got a little bit of an update from the comments. See, this is why we pay you guys the big bucks, the fans. Cheryl Peters there staying in the Manitoba playoffs. Reed Carruthers won versus Grassy tonight, and will play the loser of Team Walter and Team Calvert in the semi tomorrow. So there's your update.
And I better say hi to my league teammate. Hi, Juliana.
She's in the comments there. So Juliana, teammate of Kate's, watching from home. Great to see you on the stream.
Yeah, she just finished up her run at Women's Provincials in BC, actually.
Got a curl.
Making the 3-4 playoff. That's Team Reese Hansen.
Team Reese Hansen. There you go. So another person well known in the curling community, Juliana McKenzie. Great to see you.
Yeah, nice sweep, guys.
So Team Van Amsterdam with a little bit of an unforced error where they bounce off that yellow rock, and see that yellow rock is still in at the top. So now Kooi with the potential for a big 3 early in this game.
Tough for Van Amsterdam. This kind of felt like it was something really good, but that's curling.
We mentioned that at the kind of in between kind of the seconds shots there. The way that yellow stuck around from Tyler Tardy there, and I'm thinking it's Aaron Sachinsky's shot, it could come in to score later in the end.
Clean. Yes. Yep. Yes.
Aaron Sachinsky calling line.
You're good.
Really trying to get this by.
Ooh,
Great shot. Kooi with a big 3 on the board to get on the scoreboard in the third end. Great showing, Kate. Great shooting from both of these teams. A big score now for Team Kooi. We'll be right back after the break.
Nice throw, Kev.
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
All right, and we're back after the break. It's the fourth end of the 1-2 page playoff featuring Evan Van Amsterdam and Kevin Kooi. Kooi putting a big 3 on the board last end, Kate.
Yeah, really forcing Van Amsterdam to throw out that corner at the start of this end and try to generate some points here.
Yeah, Van Amsterdam is going to get their hammer in the end, or hammer in the game, sorry, for the first time.
Keep it going. Keep it moving,
end.
Tyler.
So
Five.
we're going to put a big deuce, or maybe even more, back on the board to get in this game.
And a quick score update. Maverick stole one in the third, so we actually have matching scores. It's 3-0 for Maverick against Libis and 3-0 for Kooi against Van Amsterdam right now.
Yeah, so kind of some parallel games, a little bit different ways of getting there. 2 blanks in our game there to start, but Maverick getting a steal in the third to go up 3-0 against Jacob Libis.
I think it's there. Top 8, top 4.
This is Parker Gonshu. He's the lead for team
Line only.
Van Amsterdam, and he's just looking to put corner
T-line.
Line only.
or to put a,
Coming off a bit.
I believe, a cornerstone in the T line, on the T line, under his corner guard already thrown.
Good shot. Great shot. Really that's 15.
Great shot from Parker Gonshu, and probably 100% execution that end.
Yeah, definitely. You need that set up at this level.
Yeah, Tyler's not
And
Top 4.
now Kevin Kooi just looking to kind of follow him down and really kind of bump it out of play. So Tyler Tardy, that's the question being asked, is just bump that red a hair below the T line and get it out of underneath that red guard so that they can access it later in the end. Keep in mind, Kooi already has 2 on the center line there in the forefoot, so looking to just put some more pressure on Van Amsterdam, being 3 up.
It's always target, guys. Yes. You're not on this one. You gotta go for weight.
Some more people with some shout-outs there. We've got Randy watching from Mazatlan, Mexico. Really cool. And Marilyn watching from Legal, Alberta, cheering for Team Kooi. So really great to see. And yeah, awesome to see some of the great fans here in Stettler, as you can see there.
Back 4.
Lots of the fans there just looking to encourage these teams, cheer them on. It's a packed house in Stettler. The ice lounge behind the players that you can see now, it's full of people looking to watch the game. So great to see.
Felt heavy to me, guys. Felt heavy.
Curl. Back 12. Curl. Curl.
Team Van Amsterdam
Keep
looking
going.
to get this
Down,
over
back
now.
door.
Parker
Curl,
Gonshu working this rock.
Real good.
Jason Ginter holding the rock now.
Good.
So interesting position, Kate. This rock is technically kind of on the center line, but it's pretty easily removable for Team Kevin Kooi. And Kevin's looking at the double.
Yeah. Typical Kevin.
Can we come off?
He sees the angles like nobody else. Yeah, but it's, you know, it wasn't a bad shot still to move that yellow to the T line and kind of open up the top of the forefoot. But Van Amsterdam's definitely going to have to put some rocks in some really good positions to make this tough for Kooi.
And we had a question from Jeff Gregory. What will the next technological leap in curling be? Ooh, that's a tough one, putting us on the spot there, Jeff. But honestly, I think a big thing that we've seen in the past at a couple of the other world championships is you saw those smart rocks with the little lights in them. I think refinement of that is probably the next route we're going to see in curling, where the hog line violations are really not going to be left to the umpires anymore, whereas if you violate the hog line, that red light comes on, and the technology, it's probably just going to get a little bit more sensitive, more accurate, so that they can really rely on it a bit more. But I know that's a big talk in professional curling there.
Mm-hmm. We've got Karen from Brampton, Ontario.
You guys.
Set yours and roll to center.
Yeah.
I like that.
And Barb in Kimberley, BC. I love Kimberley. It's really nice there.
Okay.
Yeah, super city, super town. And we've got some send tardy to Nashville shout outs in the chat.
11.5.
Like we said before, vote on the Grand Slam of Curling's website and send Tyler Tardy to Nashville.
Come on, get it straight.
I know Raymond, our social media guy, is trying to promote it. So.
Hard, right up.
Oh, and just a little miss there, and they do remove the one on the center line though, so you know,
open that up, that worked out pretty good.
Yeah, Tyler Tardy, he's probably thinking, you know, it's not too bad, could have missed it a lot worse, so excellent, I guess, miss, yeah, Tyler Tardy.
This isn't good.
And you know what? That's what the sport is about, right? If you can make your misses productive, you're gonna win a lot more games.
And they're gonna throw that.
Yeah, and we talked to my old partner on the stream there, Mark. We talked about a lot about that plan B and that tolerance in that shot. You're trying to get something out of every shot, and the best teams in this field get something out of every shot. And you know, the one thing I thought Team Van Amsterdam was doing really well yesterday, especially when they qualified, was that little bit kind of a half shot. If you missed one, then you got half something out of it, right? And you could use it later in the end. So Team Van Amsterdam looking to do the same thing here with Sterling Middleton, the vice, throwing his last stone.
Hey, Justice, they let me on here.
Oh, it's Darren Moulding, the head ice maker of our event, longtime curler and Briar champ. Darren, it's great to have you.
Please.
They told me I could go on here, so I figured I'd watch some games from this vantage point.
Whoa, girl.
Yeah, you bet. And for all of our viewers at home, you can see Dara on your screen there. Darren, I'm sure, is excited to be here. He's gonna give a little wave for you. There he is. And yeah, Darren, it's great to have you on. We got to chat a little bit on our sixth end there of the B qualifier game yesterday, and you coached this Van Amsterdam team in the regular season there.
Yeah, I played a couple of events.
Yeah, it's super to see that you kind of stepping up to give back to this young Van Amsterdam team. I know Jason, he talks about you in the office a lot when we're there, so yeah, it's great to see. But
I've really enjoyed this season with the team. They're a great bunch of guys, really talented. It's been good. It's been great.
Yeah, for Van Amsterdam, you're down 3, but really, I don't think it was a big shot there from Team Kooi. They get both reds and stick 4 yellow in the house from Aaron Sachinsky. So, but back to my original thought. For Team Van Amsterdam, you're looking at a lot of yellow in the house right now. What do you think would be the best next option for you in this?
Well, I mean, the rocks in the house are not actually hurting Evan. If he can bump something or just get nestled in a pocket where they can't remove a rock, he still has a chance for 2 here. But being down 3, playing the 4th end, you gotta push for a deuce for sure. And if you get forced, you're still in the game, but it's a little bit of a tough spot.
We're still there.
Yeah, and I think to your point, a lot of these yellows are behind the tee line or just on the tee line, so it gives Team Van Amsterdam a nice pocket and exactly that, lob one in there and really dial it in. But Kate, what do you think of that last shot?
Yeah, I really like it. You're kind of building up a nice wall there at the back of the 4-foot, and that's a pretty good spot for opponents' rocks if you can have your rocks in front of them.
I feel like this red one's going to sneak through that hole when they hit this.
It very well could. Team Kooi, an excellent hitting team, as we've said in previous ends, and looking to see if it goes now.
Yeah.
Darren, you might have been onto something. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the right angle on that one. It was close, and that's the thing with freezing those pockets. You've got to be especially when it's somebody like Aaron Sachinsky throwing. You've got to be right on the perfect angle.
Real good.
Another opportunity to get it in that spot with the
top 4 right now.
That's great.
I feel like we're there still.
That's good.
It's coming off.
Jason Ginter isn't throwing a whole lot less weight, so he's going to be pretty familiar with that weight. So just making
Good.
sure if you're the
Okay,
sweepers
wait
in the
a second,
skip,
guys, yeah,
Evan
hard.
Van Amsterdam, really getting it into a good position there. So
Hard,
really trying to get it over and into that pocket now.
Wow.
It's close.
Not bad, pretty close. It's a little higher than maybe they wanted, but it definitely brings those yellows into play. So if you're Team Van Amsterdam, you're not happy with that, right?
I wonder if he's gonna throw a hit at this, isn't he? Or
I think he would be
Yeah, I would be
tempted
shocked.
to. Yeah, I was like, if Kevin doesn't throw a hit at this, I think it's a big thing. But
you won't. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I have to ask you. I missed a couple questions in the Q&A session we did yesterday. I know Lisa, one of our longtime viewers, she's been watching a lot of it this week. She asked you if you needed a mixed partner in your mixed team there. So if you wanted to enter, so really great to hopefully see. But
Yep. Hard.
I'll await your response and let Lisa know.
Wait.
And Kevin Kooi with a really great shot to remove that red stone there from play. And Evan Van Amsterdam probably doing his best to just kind of bail out of this end now with Kevin Kooi eliminating that one yellow Kate.
Yeah. Looks like they're looking for maybe the double here.
Yeah, the double I think is what they're looking for, and it's just making sure that they've got every opportunity to blank this end, right, Darren?
Yeah.
If he nuts his double and stays right there, it's gonna be a one-way ticket to Blanksville for sure.
There, we've heard it here, folks. We were waiting for the line, so really great to hear
Close.
the infamous patented
Gotta
line
go.
from
Really gotta
Darren
go.
Holding there.
Straight to it. Good shot.
Great shot from Evan Van Amsterdam.
Yeah, well executed. Likely try to move along and try to generate some multiple points in the next end.
Kevin Kooi will be attempting a 9-foot hit and roll here, all the way over to the side rings.
It's fine. Like I didn't mind.
But if he does get one under there,
Putting ourselves in a spot like I could be light. Yeah, I think with light we're good. Yeah. Like,
the train to Blanksville will be canceled.
yeah.
Yeah, that Blanksville train, Kevin is looking to speed up the train and skip a station, which Team Van Amsterdam is at. So.
Hard.
Nope.
Here's the roll. Little too far for Team Kevin Kooi. So, Darren, it looks like that train is pulling up to the station.
Yeah, this one is a no-brainer. Just decide what turn to throw and off to Blanksville.
Save some time.
Last stone in the fourth end for Evan Van Amsterdam.
Sometimes when you throw a shot like this, you might want to check a spot in the ice, but you might also want to throw a shot that you're maybe struggling with. So you might throw a peel, like an out-turn fadeaway peel, because you have, maybe you missed a couple, so you want to get a practice throw in.
Yeah, really great insight, Darren, and something the viewer should consider when doing the a blank there. But for all of our viewers at home, don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed. has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Need extra space? We rock at Storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
No, but what does that mean?
All right, and we're back after the break. It is a 3-0 game for Team Kooi versus Team Van Amsterdam in the Alberta Boston Pizza Cup 1-2 page playoff. The Team Kooi qualifying out of the A side, Van Amsterdam qualifying out of the B side there.
I think we're close.
These are our number 1 and 2 seeds. I'm joined by Kate Ector, Darren Molden, and Darren, we have a question for you in the comments. It says that we have a question saying one of our viewers wants to know what the ice machine is called to resurface the sheets.
15.
It is usually called a scraper, sometimes called a knife. But yeah, usually you'll hear ice makers around here call it a scraper. It's powered by a marine battery.
Weight's good. 6. Room.
Yeah, we had one of our other viewers, Victor Emily, saying that it was a Boss or an Ice King brand that's usually used.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Try and leave it here. It's a 3.
Yeah. Oh, it's
now for Team Kevin Kooi, you're setting up already pretty good. You're just looking to go to the back of the house here. Great throw from Tyler Tardy there.
14-3.
Yeah.
And now Team Van Amsterdam just looking to roll back over into that corner guard configuration they set up.
Yeah.
And Kate, a little bit of a score update on sheet C.
Yeah, Jacob Livis got 1 and 4, so that makes the score 3-1 for Team Vavrick.
What do you guys like?
There we go. So 3-1 for Vavrick in the fourth, throwing the Yellowstones on sheet C in the 3-4 page playoff.
If Sterling can roll right on top of the yellow one here, he wants to roll a little bit like to the nose or maybe a little past.
Close. Clean. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it seems like that would be the best kind of scenario for Team Van Amsterdam here. Parker Conshu really working this rock right now.
Shooter, go ahead.
The lead for this team. Jason Ginter getting it over, trying to freeze on it.
It's a good shot.
Pretty good result, Darren. Yeah, pretty good result.
Now, the reason you want to roll past the nose is just this here. If they throw this run, they can make this run double, just a little bit low with this in turn. A little bit of danger here for Evan.
Team Kooi looking to make a couple go away. Oh, and he does just that. Tyler Tardy coming up with a beautiful run back there.
That was a little greasy, but it got the job done.
It definitely seems like it. And we had another comment there, Darren. I hear the Blanksfield Tavern just received a fresh order of 016.
Yes, go have one or two. It's a Saturday night in Stettler. Hit the 016.
Definitely. Thanks for the comment, Jeff, in the Curling Zone YouTube channel there. If any of our viewers want to interact with us, please go to the Curling Zone YouTube channel, and we are more than happy to give you a little shout out. We'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. We've had the States, we've had Mexico, we've had many different countries, so it's really an international affair tonight. So with over, I believe, 2,000 viewers right now, Kate, so
yeah, really
epic to see.
Nothing better to do on a Saturday night than watch some curling.
You bet. And actually over 3,000 viewers now. We just confirmed on our stream, and you could watch it on 5 platforms: X, Facebook, Curling Stadium, Curling Zone's YouTube channel, and Curling Alberta's YouTube channel, along with Twitch. So lots of places to watch our curling tonight, and great to see everyone joining us.
Low. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I just saw a shot on the other sheet.
Girl. Whoa.
Give us the rundown.
Whoa.
It was kind of a double tick, double peel.
Woo.
We have all kinds of stuff going on. It's Jam City right now.
Jam City, Blanksville. Holy heck, we're getting a full load today. So.
Really conservative, and it just.
And for Team Kooi, they jammed that run back. Aaron Slaczynski jammed it, but you know, it does look like you can maybe sneak a yellow through the port there. Pretty risky, but definitely maybe doable. But Jason Ginter looking to respond from the miss for Team Van Amsterdam, looking to put the pressure on Team Kooi now.
We're low heavy. Line only.
Well, line's good.
It's all there.
Still back 4, back 8.
Oh.
Coming off.
Still back 8.
Straight.
Don't want
and for our viewers at home that are looking to watch the Libis and Vavrick 3-4 page playoff, you can find it on Curling Zone's YouTube channel as well as Curling Alberta's YouTube. We do feature those other games on the YouTube channel, so free to watch. Have a gander. We know we'd love to see you here, but in the event, we'll keep you posted on that, and you can see it on your screen now. Team Vavrick and Libis there on the 3-4 game.
Whoa! Yes! Yep! Hard!
There's a chance to throwing a ball now, trying to get through that port.
Ah, come on.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
But the rocks are flying down the sheets this end. Like,
They really are.
I like this one a lot. I like this, yeah. Okay, so
just you don't expect to see so much force and power used, I guess, this early in the game, and man, they are just not having any of it. But Kooi makes some quick work of one of those reds and moves the other one into a vulnerable position. Jason Ginter looking to recover for his team, just trying to see if he can lob another one into a nice position.
close lights.
Line's good.
Go ahead early. We're gonna have to go a bit.
Line's good. Got it, Curl. Through. Sterling. Line's good. Line's good.
Top
Line's good.
eight.
Play the weight.
Team Van Amsterdam just looking to bring this through the port of the two yellows. Sterling Middleton really working this over, but now getting called straight by Evan Van Amsterdam.
Nice sweep.
Okay, so gets that under the yellow guard there, Darren.
How about the quality of our camera shots and all? I mean, it's an amazing production we're looking at here. I was watching Rory put up all the cameras and kind of working with him throughout the install. It's just it's incredible work to see what they do to rig up these arenas and get you the views and the shots and the enjoyment you're getting watching the game here. I just wanted to make sure that that was brought out into the light.
Yeah, there's Rory. He's giving you a big thumbs up. Rory, give a wave there. He's our production manager there. Jerry's joining us as well here in the commentating booth. We can hear him, but you guys can't. And Jerry, Kaylee on the camera, and Rory on the production set. So
and Kaylee as well. Yeah. You know what though? I have to go. I'm supposed to pebble at the 5th and break, and it's almost there. So
All right. Well, we'll see you later, Darren. Thanks for
Oh
joining
yeah,
us.
I'm gonna be
here
in trouble if I don't get down there in time. So.
You bet. We'll see you later,
Bye,
Darren.
guys.
There's
Later.
Darren Holding, everyone. So
What are we scared about?
thanks for him for joining us. Amazing Alberta champion himself, Brier winner in 2021 or 22, I want to say. Kate will get you that answer. So with that botcher rank, that one for Alberta. So, and actually played Kevin Kooi in the final there, Kate. So
Kind of top 4
definitely a little bit of a Alberta throwback. So
2021.
and for Colin in the chat that said this is TSN level production, I couldn't agree more. Shout out to you.
I'm also a big fan of AR House comment, watching from the hot tub with an 016 in the hand. Now that sounds like a really great life.
I would love to sit in a hot tub right now, so I am jealous of you, okay?
I'm watching curling, having
Watching
a beer.
curling,
Does
beer.
not get better.
Yeah. So Team Van Amsterdam now just looking to put a red in play to really give themselves a shot of scoring too. You're probably not blanking this end, so if you can generate maybe a skipper's deuce or potentially a bring that other red back into play, that's definitely something you're wanting to do.
Yeah, they would love to get a multiple score here.
Really got to set. Okay, nice sweep, guys.
So Sterling Middleton just asking the sweepers to fall off it just so Kevin Kooi has the hardest possible kind of slash shot on it. It looks like red is sitting 2 right now, Kate. So Van Amsterdam setting up for a deuce, but Kevin Kooi, could we see maybe a little bit of a slash attempt from him here right now?
Yeah, I definitely think we could, and I wouldn't bet against him making it. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's pretty well known for these shots there, Kate.
And
So
he's made a couple good ones this game already, so definitely worried about it. But yeah, you see him putting broom down for it.
as Jason Ginter said in his interview, I think both teams agree that the boys are dialed right now. So definitely something to consider.
Straight high, right?
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna see the Kooi attempt here. See if he can make this and limit Van Amsterdam to a force.
So this is the last shot for Kevin Kooi in this end, the fifth end there of play. He's up 3-0 in this game, but Van Amsterdam with a big opportunity here to put a double set of points on the scoreboard, if not made. Final stone, Kevin Kooi throwing the yellow stone.
Curl. Whoa, curl.
Clark Martin managing the rock.
Straight. Straight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lachinsky calling the line. And he gets it. Great shot from Kevin Kooi. Excellent sweep from the sweepers. Amazing call from Lachinsky. Team shot there, Kate.
Yes, very good call. Very good sweep.
So now Evan Van Amsterdam following that same path, throwing against 4 yellows. They are scattered across the house and having to just hit the 8-foot, Kate.
Yeah, this is tough for Van Amsterdam. I'm sure their team is feeling like you really can't leave Kevin Kooi anything right now. He's just making all of those hits.
Yeah, Kevin Kooi just absolutely playing lights out right now. So I think if all of you can give us some hints for moment of the game, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will be saying Kevin Kooi, a big contender there right now for it.
It's really got to curl. Curl. Parker's rock. Curl.
Curl, curl, curl. Keep going, keep going.
Really trying to get this over now.
Good shot,
Parker
guys.
Konshu.
Yeah, nice draw from Team Van Amsterdam. Really well managed.
Absolutely. And amazing effort from Team Van Amsterdam to secure their one. Get on the board. Remember to go buy those 50-50s, folks, on this break coming up right now.
Good draw there. Thanks.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Need extra space? We rock at Storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is the fifth end break of the 1-2 page playoff game at the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. Right now, the score is 3-1 for Team Kooi over Van Amsterdam. We'll be back right after the break.
Not a lot, right?
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
All right, and we're back here, folks. It's the sixth end of the 1-2 page playoff. My name is Justice Jakes, and I'm joined by my partner in mixed doubles and also my partner in the booth, Kate Hector. Kate, great game so far.
Yeah, we're halfway really amazing shot making. Halfway tight. Both teams, we don't really want this game, and you're seeing it in the level of play.
You can, yep.
Yeah, a 3-1 score for Kooi right now, and they
16-4,
get
good
the
shot.
hammer back in the 6th end. So it definitely seems to be advantage Kooi right now. But like we said, Kate, this is a really big opportunity for both teams, as you're not fighting on the last bit of life you have yet. You can afford to take one loss remaining in the game or one loss remaining for both teams, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be really important for the loser of this game when that time comes to regroup and put their best foot forward come the next game.
Yeah, unlike the teams in the
5-6.
3-4 page playoff where you can watch on Curling Zone, Jacob Libas and Dalen Vavrick, these two teams have earned the right, qualifying out of the A and B, to be afforded that extra life. So the loser goes to the semifinal to play the winner of that 3-4 game versus which has Jacob Libas and Dalen Vavrick in that game. So some amazing Alberta names right now in these games. Evan Van Amsterdam competing this year at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Olympic Trials with his partner, Paige Papley. Dalen Vavrick, longtime Alberta ice maker, curler, pretty much does it all, just like Darren. So in Grand Prairie there, so great northern team there. Kevin Kooi, 8-time Alberta provincial champion, as we've just now researched, and Jacob Libas, son of Mike Libas, also very well known for his provincial success here in Alberta. So great names here in Alberta, great night in Stettler, and it is a big opportunity for Team Van Amsterdam to sink one now and put the pressure on for Team Kooi.
Okay, 59.
Okay.
Open and then they ended up.
Good sweep there from Sterling Middleton. He staggers that red, Kate, so not completely under, but it definitely gives Kate Ector an opportunity, or sorry, not Kate Ector, an opportunity.
I didn't know I joined the game.
That was funny. I'm talking too much. Gives Team Kooi an option to
similar.
draw that Yellowstone
close.
in the middle.
5.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Just
Line's
straight top
good.
8. 4, 5.
Line's good. Clean. Close.
5.
And Kate, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Curling Alberta team that's really done a fantastic job this event. There's 4 members of our team on site working this event throughout the week. Michael Latterut, who we heard in the second end, he's the event championship coordinator, along with Terry Morris. They've really been the kind of driving forces for this event and the women's event, as well as Raymond Van Stone, our social media coordinator. He's been interviewing, taking those amazing photos, getting that interaction up on social media. So props to him and our amazing executive director, Jill Richard. She's been supporting the team, helping anywhere she needs, and just making sure that the team has every bit of resource they need to do a successful and great championship here this week. So props to those 4 individuals. They've just been class acts all week. So
Really got a curl.
now Team
Parker, go
Evan
ahead.
Van Amsterdam looking to draw one in there, really put the pressure on Team Kooi.
Yeah, very nice draw there.
Sterling Middleton, the vice of this team, making sure that Team
the same
Van
shot and then we
Amsterdam
don't have
puts
it
some
anymore.
pressure on Team
Get
Kooi.
rid.
I think we killed
like
the
the one
guard.
he called.
Catch our yellow on the way by. Stay
Yeah.
high.
Yeah. Get our yellow.
Oh, Carol.
Yeah.
So Team Kooi just peeling the guard,
Halfway.
making sure that they have an opportunity to remove these rocks if needed later in the end. And Evan Van Amsterdam now just looking to put a rock right back up and force Team Kooi to repeat their last step. So and another big shout out to the local Erskine organizing committee. Without their support and their amazing hosting ability, Miles Armstrong and Tracy Volker, their whole team with the host committee in Erskine, they've just really been so gung-ho about this event and really adopted it with every bit of energy they have to bring it to the Stettler Arena here in Alberta and just deliver such a class event. If you look in the stands, we've got a full house tonight. The Ice Lounge is packed. What an amazing turnout for the 1, 2, and the 3, 4 page playoffs. And yeah, there you can see the Ice Lounge now, and it's just busy, busy, busy. You can grab an 016, a sandbagger. It's just amazing to see. So to the organizing committee, Miles Armstrong and Tracy Volker, and your whole team, you've just outdone yourself. Curling Alberta just appreciates you and your team and your efforts here this week.
Is that too much?
I think the ice is good. Go. Curl. Curl.
Tyler Tardy just curling this now, trying to get them both.
Oh, just
so jams the one, but gets the one on the top or in the bottom there. But Tyler Tardy just maybe throwing that a hair outside, but
didn't need much more of it.
It's like Aaron Sachinsky said, didn't need a whole but much more of it there,
they were
Kate.
pretty close.
Yeah, I know. That would be a disaster. Okay, a little soft. Halfway.
Jason Ginter, the third for this team, throwing thirds, but the second on this team.
Easy, Parker, easy. We're just clean.
Really trying to get another one into a really aggressive position to protect that red one in the middle. Team Van Amsterdam, they were forced to one, so a steal here would be very, very great for Team Van Amsterdam, Kate.
Yeah, no kidding. That's definitely a key goal for them.
Try and catch it.
Pretty hard to do against.
Yeah, Team Kooi not giving up many steals this week. Haven't played a lot of games because they qualified just right out of the A side. But for those of you at home that are wondering if they did get an opportunity to practice, as the A qualifier you do, as you do have a day break. So they got, I think it's about a 45-minute to an hour practice session, I believe yesterday while the break was going on. So a little bit of an opportunity to practice and get familiar with the ice once again and make sure they're prepped for tonight's game.
Yeah, it's only their 4th game of the week.
Yeah, they had a bye in the A second round, so with that being said, they won their A side games right away to book their ticket to the 1-2 here, and they waited all week to know who they play, and they know they have Van Amsterdam now, and they get the extra little practice time and break to really prep and make sure they're prepared for this game. Team Van Amsterdam doing their best to try and get this over.
22-4.
Not quite.
Yeah. I love the roll. I think you can...
So for Team Van Amsterdam, they'll try to regroup after that shot, and Team Kooi now, they'll try and eliminate some reds from play, Kate.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Hey, just as you try to make it too good and try to get too much separation out of those guards, and the high ones just don't quite go over.
Okay. Or even if
Yeah, for sure. And a shout out to Colin Hodgson in the chat there as well. Colin Hodgson, amazing curler. Been to a few Briars himself, so great to see you in the chat there, Colin.
We also had Fred Kooi there for a little bit. We're chatting about his granddaughter going to the Scotties. That's Galusha's daughter, making it for her first Scotties for Northwest Territories. So as somebody that's played her a couple of times, I'm excited to watch them this year.
Yeah, you bet. If you're looking at tuning into the Scotties, it's coming up only, I think, a week away.
Yeah, it's really quick.
Really quick. In Thunder Bay, Ontario, you'll see both of our Alberta teams, Team Alberta Skrillex and Team Alberta Sturmey, repping the blue and yellow in Thunder Bay. For Kooi now, or Evan Van Amsterdam now, just looking to put a guard up and protect that Soul Red on the button.
Yes. Halfway? Yeah. Parker said just like half high is fine. He's gonna run it regardless. Well, yeah.
And we've just got an update from a fan in the comments. Ron Bolton, you're just an amazing viewer. We've seen you all throughout the week. I know I have. You've been tuning into my streams, so great to have you back, Ron. He gave us a little bit of an update on the Manitoba 1-2. It's final now. Calvert 5, Walter 4. So Calvert will move to the Manitoba final and will play the winner of Walter Carruthers.
We're ahead tight. No, line's good. Halfway, just half. It's always Parker. Just half. Halfway. Close, Jay. Curl, go ahead. Curl. Really got to go. Keep going. 17-2. Go ahead. Real nice, guys. Good shot. Beauty.
Great guard from Team Van Amsterdam. Called and made is my favorite line to use, Kate, and that was definitely done. So
yeah, really precise position there. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
So Kevin Kooi looking at the big run back now. Or no, Peel?
I was thinking run back.
Yeah, I'm thinking run back. It looked like they were doing that, and then Aaron Slaczynski moved his broom, and I'm like, ooh, Peel, just straight Peel? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the run back here out of Kooi.
So this is Kevin Kooi's first stone in the 6th end. He is having the hammer in this end, so big backswing there. Kevin Kooi delivering his first.
No.
Oh, he didn't love that one out of his hand.
So he'll just get the peel with this one, but we'll have one more to try and eliminate that red from play.
Yeah. Okay. Try to.
All right, see if Van Amsterdam and their team can replicate.
This is a big opportunity for Evan Van Amsterdam after getting forced in the 5th end, looking to steal now in the 6th and get another point closer to that Kooi lead.
Let's do it.
And a little bit of a score update now from our other sheet, Kate. I believe that Team Vavrick is up 4-1 after taking one in the 5th.
Yes, they are.
That is a little bit of an update for you guys. Evan Van Amsterdam with his last rock in the 6th end of play of our 1-2 page playoff here at the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup.
If you're heavy, off center.
2/3. Okay, tight.
Curl if you're heavy.
It's got to sit for line.
We're full tight.
No.
Curl if you're heavy.
Okay, sit. Okay.
So a little deeper than they wanted, Kate. And do you think Kevin Kooi takes a hard look at the run back?
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me, but it looks like he is putting the broom down for his draw, maybe.
Let's put it around.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought maybe with Kevin Kooi and how well he's throwing tonight, maybe you're like, oh, you could maybe get 1 or 2 out of this. But I think if you're Kevin's team, you're probably only ever getting 1 yellow with how that you're having to run back a red, right, Kate? So
yeah,
the easier option for one is definitely the draw. So
yeah, I think that's smart.
Opting for the draw, Kevin Kooi here, delivering his last stone in the 6th end with hammer, throwing the yellow stones up by 2.
Line's good.
Tardy managing the rock.
I didn't think I was Line's perfect.
Wait's good.
Line T.
Slaczynski throwing line.
Wait's good.
Martin getting in on the action now.
No, just clean. Keep going.
Easy. Hit a room, Tyler.
No. I think it's one.
14.95. Yellow.
Oh yeah. You like? That's all good. Yeah. Nice throw.
Nice throw. 14.95.
Yeah.
And a great shot there from Team Kooi. It looks like they will consider it button there, so we'll be right back after this quick break to start the 7th end.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Here.
And we're back after the break, and it's the 7th end of play here at our 1-2 qualify or 1-2 page playoff in the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. So, Kate, me and you here in the booth, we're walking away, and it's a 4-1 game for Kevin Kooi. Amazing draw in the last end.
Yeah, super clutch draw. That was a really important moment there, right?
I like it.
To make sure that you maintain a 2-point lead. So he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, and the big thing is you don't let the team van or your opponent's team van Amsterdam back into the game by getting closer to that point, right? Point swing, so you really want to make sure that you can keep the pressure on them quite literally in the game and on the scoreboard. So definitely done by Team Kooi. Now, Kate, we've got a bit of an update on Sheet C.
Like to go.
Yeah. We saw Jacob Libis' team get 1 in 6, making the score 4-2 on Sheet C.
So that's our 3-4 page playoff game. For those of you who aren't aware of the other game going on the ice, you can kind of see it on the right-hand corner of your screen there. You can take a peek at that game also on Curling Stadium's YouTube channel and Curling Alberta's YouTube channel. The two YouTube channels cover all of the games, including the ones non-featured. So the non-featured games are there if you'd like to watch. Free of charge, of course.
4, 5.
And shout out to a big friend, or I guess a big friend of mine, yeah, Jay Merchant in Australia there, tuning in from Brisbane, Australia. I follow him on Twitter, and he's got the best tweets. So if you have a chance, go give him a follow there. He says he should be preparing for court since he's a lawyer there. So definitely cool to see you there, Jay.
Okay, I feel like we've seen this setup before. Back to Van Amsterdam, looking for those corners, looking to generate a multiple.
Yeah, Van Amsterdam, they've got that corner set up once again, and the Kooi team really trying to put as much clutter in the house as possible. So, opportunity to get that red rock into play for Van Amsterdam. They're kind of examining whether they should go into the 4-foot now, Kate.
Right now, so yeah.
It's tough. You definitely can, but it's pretty hard to lock that in a spot where Kooi won't be able to remove it.
We're gonna lose our corner that way. Could just make the double roll this, or even just hit.
What they're talking about though is not drawing too much attention to their corner. They know if they go around it, then Kooi's immediately throwing that run back and getting rid of one, probably two.
And Kate, they've definitely made a few run backs, so I feel like their success is going to be quite high on that. So if you're Evan Van Amsterdam, you're probably looking at just kind of moving some of those yellows around, spacing your reds out a bit, drawing the attention away from that corner, like Kate said. So.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Van Amsterdam is thinking about all the doubles that Kooi's team has made, and thinking less maybe about your typical strategy of going behind the corner and more about where can you put this rock to make sure that Kooi does not have a double.
Sterling Middleton now throwing that first stone of his. He's the second on this team, but plays the vice roll as well. Jason Ginter holding this line now.
Good. Real nice.
So it leaves kind of a double opportunity there, Kate.
Two-thirds.
Yeah, potentially curled up a little bit more than they wanted, but
can't go across.
Even if you do that. 2/3.
So for Tyler Tardy, as someone who swept a rock of his at the Alberta Rocks Junior Curling Camp, he can throw a bomb, let me tell you. Here it is. Coming down the ice, really looking to make these reds go away.
Gonna hold it with the sweep.
Okay.
Just not quite.
So it looks like it curled up a little bit too much there, but Tyler gets the one there.
Get which sets for third hard enough.
Back end just throwing over there, right? Yellow.
It was there, I think.
So Evan Van Amsterdam just looking to hit and roll this rock under the corner guard. Sterling Middleton just throwing the last hit, so he's got a pretty good feel for it, Jason Ginter said.
You got your weight here. It's the same. Yeah, let's try to not go on this early. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear them talking justice about exactly how they want to manage this rock, so expect some precision out of them on this shot.
They got close light. I like this. Top four. Weight's pretty good. Top four. Top 8, top 4. Line's good. Top 4. Running. Tons of room. Almost T.
So Jason Ginter calling the weight there. Sterling Middleton's rock. Evan Van Amsterdam looking to
lose it in there. All the way back.
Just kind of freeze it down to,
it's real good.
or freeze it, or not, just kind of put it under that yellow one that Tardy just left. So still spacing it out. I thought they were doing a little bit more of a hit and roll, but
so did I.
I was like, what the heck is going on here? But now definitely with that's another great option though for them, Kate, is they can put that in the other side and kind of space it out. But
yeah, very well thrown stone.
Or
it does leave the Kooi team go straight with a short run back. Their yellow rock on the 12-foot into that one, but
you can make this, I guess.
Yeah, so Team Kooi going to make it a little bit of a discussion out this. Aaron Sachinsky, their third, coming down to discuss. The recent acquisition replaced Jacques Gauthier. Tyler Tardy moving down from the third spot to second. And Kooi finding a lot of success since that move.
Yes, yeah, it looks like they've been a really good pair there at back end.
Around half, right?
Yeah.
Pretty natural angle. It's tough to plant it on yellow. At least all the reds will
Aaron
be open
Sachinsky,
anyways.
he skipped his own Grand Slam team last year, and they were our last year's winners of the Alberta Boston Pizza Cup, so he's looking to defend his title just this year on Team Kooi.
Curl.
That was
Well, it was half rock.
So a little bit of an unforced error there for Team Kooi, and Aaron Sochinski doesn't go the route they were looking for, but knocks out 2 of their own yellows. A little bit of a replay here to see the shot that just happened.
Yeah, that was a bit crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's the result Aaron was looking for, but
No, you don't love it.
nonetheless, Van Amsterdam looking to
Make it good.
kind of capitalize on the miss here and protect and maybe put another red into play or protect that red rock that's sitting on the button now.
Real nice. Line's good. Halfway tight. Line's good. Real tight. Always straight. Tight. Super tight. Line's good. Okay, we're
top 12.
3-4.
Whoa. Top 12.
We can't. Line's great. Clean.
Oh, over curling.
Line's great. Line's great. Line's great. Good spot. That's good. That's good.
Parker Conchu really just trying to manage this rock and make sure it's in play and a threat to Team Kooi.
Yeah, I was just kind of like mashed.
Jason Ginter, great throw from him.
Half is too thick.
Really great
Skinny
pair.
half.
We're going to see Aaron Sochinski regroup here and dial in, make sure he makes this one.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Tyler Tardy on the rock now. And they do just that, and the yellow will fall back. Evan Van Amsterdam just taking it back a little farther.
It's the same shot, Jay.
Same spot?
Think so.
Give you.
I like this.
Give you like 6 feet left. You want to be in?
Only problem here for Team Evan Van Amsterdam is how much their rocks are getting grouped together. That's a scary thing against Team Kooi.
Jason Ginter now throwing his last stone at the end.
3-4. Always straight. Line's good. It's a little heavy.
You know, Kate, one of the things I've been thinking this game is who is Team Sturmey cheering for? They've got a little bit of a toss-up here with Danielle on that team. Danielle Schmiemann being married to Jason Ginter on the Van Amsterdam team. And they've also got Paige Papley, who is partner. Her partner is Evan Van Amsterdam. And Tyler Tardy engaged to Desiree Hawes. So a little bit of a divide on the team. I'm sure that would be kind of a talk in that team right now. So I'm sure Team Sturmey watching on right now. I guess Selena Sturmey with maybe the only one not having a tie in this game, having to be the middle person right now. But yeah, I know for sure I'll be cheering on Team Sturmey at the Scotties there.
Yeah, really excited to watch them make their return this upcoming.
Such a cool story after that Team Kerry forfeited that last berth with Carly Burgess leaving for Team Einerson. They can't take that berth anymore, so Sturmey last, or I guess next up on the list for that pre-qualifying berth. And I know I was talking to one of the members of Team Sturmey, and they definitely were so thrilled to get the call from Curling Canada that they're going. So
yeah, I bet.
And it's a unique situation for our province this year. We'll have 2 teams at the Brier and 2 teams at the Scotties. So really cool, and just shows how deep our province really is in terms of competitiveness and great curlers. So
yeah, it's going to be really fun to watch this year.
Kevin Kooi now with his first. Looking to make a play in the house.
I didn't.
6-7.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Tardy on the rock now. Martin managing the rock.
6-7. Hard.
I got
it.
Hard.
Hard.
Kocinski calling them on.
Hard. Get it in.
Really trying to drag this rock out of Van Amsterdam stones. And comes up a hair short.
Yeah, the sweepers worked really hard on that one, but just couldn't quite get it where they wanted it.
Yeah, and you know, that was really one of the first draws, besides the one last end, that Kevin Kooi has thrown this game.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely been playing into the hitting game, and it's been working pretty well for him. But we saw him sharp on his draw last end. This end just didn't quite get it there. However, he still got another rock.
Team Van Amsterdam looking to just make it as hard as possible for Team Kooi to really get a rock in there. So,
It's touching it just a little bit low.
and for those of our viewers curious of the two teams at the Briar that will represent Alberta, it'll be Team Alberta Jacobs. Brad Jacobs trading in the Northern Ontario colors for, I think, the first time in his career for he had a Manitoba color last year, so not the first time in his career, but for the Alberta blue and yellow. So he'll be already at the Briar, waiting to see who will join him. And Team Kooi and Team Van Amsterdam, both strong contenders for that last Briar berth here in Stettler.
I think we're just tapping right now.
Back 4.
Where? Back 8.
Back
Well
8.
done.
Curl.
Close. Where? Back 8.
Back 8.
Back 8. Clean. Curl. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Spin it down a bit.
Team Van Amsterdam looking to take this one back.
Okay.
Oh, and a little bit of an unforced error there from Team Van Amsterdam. So that red is wide open. So Kevin Kooi really just probably looking for a little hit and roll to prevent a big Van Amsterdam score here.
Yeah, they kind of want to get in on that pocket. They don't have too much of a spot for a hit and roll just because of the yellows around it are there to jam, but
I guess anything jamming, I'm decent spot.
A little bit of a discussion. Let's listen in to Team Kooi here.
So, I mean, it's not the call, is it? Do I play this with
the draw there?
Yeah, the same.
What's that?
Yeah, the same kind of shot. Just
Because it's almost the same as making hit and roll, because you're probably going to leave in the house.
Well, you might as well do this.
Yeah. Yeah, if we just get to the inside and just...
Yeah, anywhere on the inside, I think you're pretty good.
The only way I think we're not is if I just kind of leave it there and get this to there.
Yeah, you got to just a guard a piece, and you're in good shape. Just how do you want to get there?
I was thinking more like just a little more weight. Like,
yeah.
We know the spot pretty good.
So Kate, looking at this setup right now,
yeah.
It's a tricky spot because the concern Kevin Kooi has is that jam, that red poses that with the Van Amsterdam rock that was just thrown, right? It jams right onto that yellow.
yeah, I think at first look with Evan Van Amsterdam's rock, we were thinking it wasn't exactly the best position, but it's kind of sneakily good because there's that jam. It is hard to remove. So it kind of forces Kooi into a lighter weight shot or a draw. And if it's not perfect, Van Amsterdam might be able to generate a multiple here.
I was thinking it'll hit just a little bit more.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to be playing a little bit of a back weight house bump here.
It looks like a lot of ice
Yeah,
And
I think so too.
Evan
Like,
Kooi with his last to really stop a potential huge score from Team Van Amsterdam to get back in this game.
I get the weight, I think it's
it's good.
Our fans watching on at this really important key shot.
less.
Yeah. All right.
Big crowd tonight here in Stettler. Excited to see the result of this final stone from Kevin Kooi in the 7th end of play of our 1-2 page playoff.
Even more. Yeah.
What was that?
12.
Clean.
Curl.
12.
Whoa.
12.
Tyler Tardy really trying to get this over now.
We gotta get to the line.
Using everything
Go on, Tyler.
to get it over.
Hard. Whoa.
That's good.
Oh, and it'll nuzzle up, so it will sit
Good shot, Kev.
second shot right now.
Very nice shot.
So I think that'll limit the big end, but Van Amsterdam still with a big shot here with a potential for 2.
It was a really good team shot. They all talked that one out, and they knew exactly where they needed to hit that and where they needed to put it, so well executed. I think it maybe rolled a little bit further than you'd want, but the key thing was to make sure that you cut Team Van Amsterdam down, so definitely accomplished that goal.
That was right here. Where was that ending up? Like back 8? Yeah.
Yeah, Team Van Amsterdam just going to be settling for the 2 here. Evan heading down for his final shot. And big props to Team Van Amsterdam there for hard work of finally setting it up, and end finally pays off there.
Yep.
They've had a few ends set up, but Kevin Kooi's team, they've just been dialed in on their hits tonight.
Definitely not a gimme here. This is not the easiest draw. It's a pretty small location. Evan Van Amsterdam has to draw here.
The other thing to consider here for fans, while Evan throws the final stone of the 7th end at the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup, is that he can't use his backing. There's no backing because you can't bump that other red out of play as it sits first shot right now.
No bounce here.
Yeah, there's a need to be precise here.
Take a look.
You can hear Sterling Middleton call no bounce. The sweeper's just looking to coast it to the button. We need a peek of the BP.
Nice sweep.
Will they have it? Oh, that is close.
Looks like they have it, but it's close.
Aaron
Oh, maybe
Sashinsky
I
gonna
think
look.
it is.
I think. No, it's 2 red. Yep, 2 red. Okay. Get it there. Ooh, a little bit of a sigh of relief for us. Team Van Amsterdam. Ooh, we weren't sure who got it, but Team Van Amsterdam prevailing. Gets on the board. 2 big ones on the board, and we'll be right back after this break.
There's one that hogged, and you were light on the free.
Handcrafted in Canada.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but we do have car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct, so it's all good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they made it easy with an online quote.
Interesting.
Plus, we're saving a bunch.
Like $4?
We're talking hundreds.
So enough for a new toy house?
Sweetie.
I want the one with the hot tub.
Saving on car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct is simpler than playtime.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
It's to your room.
All right, and
just
we're
short of it,
back
coming on.
after the 7th end, in the 8th end now, and it is a 4-3 game, really close match here in our 1-2 page playoff for the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. And Kate, we've got only a game of one now. We had a lead early with Team Kooi, but now only one.
Yep. Van's team definitely securing their spot as
Keep it
still in
4-5.
this game. A little bit down, but you know, they've been able to produce a setup that's enabled them to get into a steal position before. So we know that they can do that again.
Yeah, and Kevin Kooi having to make that really clutch draw in the 6th end to take one and only be forced there. So Team Van Amsterdam looking to put Kevin Kooi in a similar position, but the other game there, Kate, the 3-4 page playoff, we've got a bit of an update there.
Yep. Jalen Vavrick's team took 1 in 7, meaning they are now up 5-2 against Jacob Libis.
Trading ones there on the other sheet after a 2 on the board and a steal of 1 from Vavrick.
Go ahead, Jay. Gotta go.
Line's still good.
Line's real good.
Okay, that's good there. That's fine there, guys. That's fine there.
Team Van Amsterdam will look to put that one in contention, but comes up a bit short. So the one thing with that though is the rock does kind of act as a very, very low guard.
Yeah, not the worst spot for it.
Hard.
Better to be there than a heavier. So.
Shooter.
Team Kooi making some action out of those 2 red rocks after the 5 rock rule now surpasses. And that was the 6th rock. So on the 6th rock, they are allowed to hit that stone. And since Kevin Kooi has hammer, Tyler Tardy making quick work of that one. Sterling Middleton, former teammate of Tyler Tardy in the British Columbia junior realm, looking to bury this red one under that red guard already existing.
Curl!
Oh, little hit and roll. So doesn't quite get the roll, Kate, but hits the rock.
Yeah, not a bad spot, keeping the play to the center.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a tough shot.
12.
12.
Weight's good.
Tyler Tardy with his last of the end.
Got a goal, Tyler.
Looking to do the same.
Hard. You got it.
Really trying to hold this now, Park Martin.
Curl.
Slowly inching closer to behind that guard.
Tyler Tardy with a pretty decent shot there. Doesn't get the full roll, but gets something to allow Van Amsterdam to kind of play around and flirt with his red rock there that he's already put in the top of the rings there.
Wait's nice.
Yeah, making the shot a little bit harder.
Easy.
Well,
Easy.
Wait.
Easy.
Well, curl.
Little heavy.
Close. Curl.
Close.
Curl hard. Watch your roll.
And that red will roll away, so the Van Amsterdam team just looking to kind of keep it on the side, but Kevin Kooi not liking it nonetheless, so we'll have an attempt on it. And for those of you at home that are looking to make an impact on junior curling and support the Erskine Curling Club, you can go on Curling Alberta's website and purchase a 50-50 ticket if you're in Alberta and over the age of 18. The jackpot right now, I'm looking at it right now. I just need to refresh my page. Doing that now, and it is a whopping, holy, $11,000 and $560. So winner takes $5,780 home. So if you're in Alberta, you're over the age of 18, get on the website and buy that 50-50. Smash that button and buy it because sales end in just 22 minutes. So you need to hurry up and make sure you get your ticket for hopefully a pretty awesome phone call.
No kidding.
Wait.
Stay close.
Jason Gitcher now delivering his stone.
Gotta go.
Really gotta go.
Hard.
Parker Conchu really holding this rock.
Big roll, Parker. Big roll, big roll, big roll. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah. We're good.
And it rolls right behind that guard.
Good. Nice.
You know, maybe not plan A, but a very good plan B.
Absolutely, and I think for all of our fans there just looking, there's the 50-50 volunteer there. If you're looking to purchase some tickets at Stettler or in person, feel free to stop and give those folks in the red vests a visit. They are more than happy to sell you some. So 21 minutes left.
Just like the wow.
And yeah, great little roll there from Team Van Amsterdam, and Kooi Slaczynski looking to really change that that outcome of the end further.
Oh, sit, sit, spin back.
Team Kooi will want it to spin back, and it does. Ooh. Little bit of a ooh and ah from the fans in the stand. Just shows on how packed that house is today. Just an amazing crowd, Kate.
Yeah, that one sticking there really puts the pressure on Team Van Amsterdam now. You got to make sure your rocks are in good spots, because if you give Team Kooi a double, it's for 2 now.
What's the depth? It's like that ice, T-line. Okay. Seems like a lot. Right? Yeah, that's max. I think it's less, Sterling, yeah. I think it's probably same speed out here. Yeah, I kind of agree. Should be good. Kind of the same as I gave you last time, right? Yeah. Yeah, same as
So Evan Van Amsterdam with his first here. Has that shot in the back of the house.
A little lighter. Line's okay. Where? Where? Top 8. Okay. Line's real good. Room. How much room? Almost T. Well done. Yeah, we're T. Glide to the back 4. No, 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 no. Where are we? What's the time? 14-8. Okay. Yeah.
And oh, is this one gonna stick around?
Okay.
Just
ooh,
sticks.
just barely. So for Team Van Amsterdam, good spot for them. They get partially under that yellow guard thrown by Team Kooi, and they are looking to just kind of gently cause a force here for Team Kooi.
Very nice.
Yeah.
14-8.
Force would be really big here for Team Van Amsterdam. Then they're down 2, but they have the hammer, so you can generate a multiple and get into a tie game. That would be a really ideal position for them.
That was weird. Knows if he makes it really good, probably. Or through the Jake Libet. Still 14-8.
Kevin Kooi now having the hammer in the 8th end, so a big advantage there, Kate. Kooi with the 8th end hammer, so it's a good show to see that you might have the hammer in the 10th end. You're more than likely to.
Yeah, Team Kooi definitely wants to make sure they're going to score here, but it is a pretty open center line, so I think I like their chances.
And for those viewers at home that aren't familiar with our game, it's a quite advantageous strategy to have the hammer in the 10th end, because it gives you that all-important last shot that you can potentially use to book your ticket to the final.
Yep. Get it back there. 7. Hard line.
Karik Martin really
hard line.
on this rock already.
Hard. Hard.
Aaron Slaczynski calling line.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard line. Hard.
With everything he has, trying to freeze down to this red rock. And it'll just fall a little bit off, so Team Van Amsterdam looking to
I think that's good. Yeah, I like that.
really make sure that that yellow goes away. But Kate, the big thing here is also sticking your shooter, right?
Yeah, it's not as simple as it looks. You can't just kill it. You need to make sure that you stick around here, or else you're giving Kooi a little bit of a chase on that back red behind the corner for 2. So you've got to be pretty precise here.
Big shot here from Team Van Amsterdam, looking to play the scoreboard, force Team Kooi, and potentially get a big impact in this game.
Soft line. Good.
We're seeing some really big moments here and late in this game.
Okay, clean, straight,
Yeah,
straight,
huge
straight.
moments
Go
here.
ahead. Hard straights.
Straight now. They're calling on it.
Nice.
Oh, and they
Pick it
just pick it
clean.
out. Great shot from Team Van
That
Amsterdam.
didn't move at all.
That was better than what in my head I was thinking you
Yeah.
were trying to nose it and double them to sit, but that's even better because then the
I also was trying to nose it.
that bottom yellow.
didn't
Okay,
move at
see,
all.
I wasn't the only one that thought they were trying to nose it.
I think everyone was thinking they were
Yeah.
going to nose it, but
That is better.
the one thing that, yeah, like you said, Kate, it is a better outcome because it takes away that double opportunity for Kevin Kooi. And if you've been watching the duration of the game, I think he could probably make it. So yeah, we're both looking at each other right now, like, yep, I'm thinking he could have made it. So great shot from Team Van Amsterdam there.
Yeah, if you had nosed it to kill both, then your red is suddenly a little bit higher, and it would be a flat double, but it might have been there.
And there's probably only one
Green line.
person who can throw that rock in the
Green
gate
line.
or in the building, but
T-line.
fortunately, Team Van Amsterdam, he is on their sheet. So throwing this rock right now, Team
Take a
Kooi,
look.
final stone in the
Looks pretty
eighth
good.
end, looking for their one.
Good sweep. Nice throw, Kev.
Nice draw.
Great shot from Team Kooi, and I hope you have buckled up because, man, is it getting intense here in Stettler. Grab an 016, grab a sandbagger, and we'll be back shortly after the break.
Just play a little sharper. Finish with 2 sharp ends here.
Yeah, play a full end.
Handcrafted. Evolution.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but we do have car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct, so it's all good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they made it easy with an online quote.
Interesting.
Plus, we're saving a bunch.
Like $4?
We're talking hundreds.
So enough for a new toy house?
Sweetie.
I want the one with the hot tub.
Saving on car and home insurance with Bel Air Direct is simpler than playtime.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
All right, and we're back at the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. And man, do we have a game for you. Kate, I'm joined by you here in the booth, mixed doubles partner, but partner in the booth today. I'm Justice Jakes. And as you can see, there's a 50-50 member selling some 50-50 because, man, do we have a jackpot right now. The jackpot right now is currently sitting at $13,190. So if you are a member of the Alberta residency, somehow, some way, if you live in Alberta and you are over the age of 18, you could take home $6,595. This is a record-breaking 50-50, Kate.
Yeah, you gotta get your tickets now. You got 12 minutes left.
12 minutes left
hurry.
on the dot, so you gotta hurry up, get to the Curling Alberta website and smash that 50-50 button and make sure you buy your tickets. But special guest joining me, we have Sheldon from Boston Pizza. Amazing to have you. You're our title sponsor for this event, and man, it's amazing to see you step up once again and support men's curling in Alberta. And yeah, how are you liking Stettler so far?
Oh, it's been an absolutely awesome week. Thanks for having me on. Curling's been fantastic, and what a game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got two great games going on right now. The Libis-Vavrick game, which Kate, updates.
Yeah, Vavrick stole 1 in 8, so after 8 ends, it is now 6-2 for Dalen Vavrick playing Jacob Libis.
There we go. And for Sheldon, I've got a couple questions for you. I mean, you've just been such a big force with men's curling in Alberta for so long. Boston Pizza, longtime title sponsor of this event. And what does it mean to you guys to sponsor such an event like this?
Yeah, I think it's our 29th year that we've been sponsoring curling in Alberta, and yeah, it's such an awesome sport to sponsor, such a grassroots sport. We love having an association with curlers. It's such a good fit for Boston Pizza, and we're very happy to be part of it.
Yeah, and there's Sheldon. Sheldon, give a little wave for our viewers at home. They've got a camera on you. So there's Sheldon, our special guest in here in the ninth end. And yeah, us curlers, we just love the support Boston Pizza gives you, or gives us in this game. It's just
more weight. What?
Yeah. Totally remarkable.
More weight.
That's truly the only words for it. So it's amazing to see. Sheldon, I mean, the food at Boston Pizza, the drinks at Boston Pizza. I mean, I love to go have a nice cold one at the end of my games. And yeah, it's great to support the Boston Pizza franchises that just empower this game. You're a little bit of a club curler yourself there, Sheldon.
Yeah, we curl out of the Thistle Thursday nights, and we're in playoffs right now and having a lot of fun curling as well.
Yeah, you bet. And I'm just getting a question. When will we get to see the men's provincials in Calgary from to Sheldon? I'm not sure if Sheldon knows that answer, Go Alberta, but there's a comment there asking to see if we can see men's provincials in Calgary, but I'll forward that to Michael. I think he's the one that kind of makes that decision, so
yeah, that would
very well could be.
Mine's real good.
Yeah, you bet. Calgary, longtime host of many great curling events and curling clubs, so great to see, but once again, just amazing to see the Boston Pizza logo on the ice and supporting us here now. A couple questions more for you. What would maybe be a big highlight for you in Stettler so far this week?
It's been cool to see
top 8.
Team Amsterdam
It's okay for top 8.
make it to
Top
this
8.
game.
And
Fabric, he's been in this for many years, and nice to see him here. But I gotta say, seeing Team Libis in this game, that's pretty cool to see after so many years of scratching it out and making it here. So I don't know, it's just been a very cool week so far.
Yeah, I've heard, I haven't been in Stettler myself, but I've heard from many people that have. It's been one of the best Boston Pizza Cups in terms of organization, just of how much the host committee stepped up to help. And once again, the Boston Pizza name just elevating this event and championship. It's just been a class act. Would you agree with that, Sheldon?
Yeah, no, it's been great. Organizing committee has been fantastic. Such a small curling club to do such a wonderful job here, and the place looks absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we're just showing some of the fans on the screen now, and man, as you can see at home, this is a packed rink. Not many times you get this type of event in Stettler, and the last time this event was hosted in Stettler was 2003, the year I was born, actually. So, fun fact for all of you people at home. But Kate, last question to Sheldon. It's a Boston Pizza question.
What is your favorite Boston Pizza order?
Well, I guess my favorite Boston Pizza order would be an order of salt and pepper chicken wings to start with, and a tropical chicken pizza for my meal. That's my favorite Boston Pizza meal.
That actually sounds really good. I am a little hungry right now, so I will definitely be taking advantage of some Boston Pizza tropical chicken pizza. So if you have a chance, if you're watching from home, or if you want to potentially visit after the game one of the local Boston pizzas in your area, as they support this event. So amazing opportunity to have some kind of camaraderie with the friends and family at home, and potentially at the Boston Pizza locations across Alberta. So great to see. Team Kooi having a little bit more of a discussion now on this shot. Kate, we've got a red rock right piled in there.
Yeah, quite an interesting end that we've been watching here. A big, very important one. It's key that Amsterdam scores here, ideally too.
Like that?
Yeah. So then would you like PO then, or no?
And a little update for those at home, the 50-50 just jumped another $1,000 in 5 minutes. So if you are looking to get in on the action, now is the time. $14,120 is the jackpot. So $7,000 you could take home. You're supporting junior curling, you're supporting the Erskine Curling Club, and it is much appreciated. So good cause, great opportunity to get a nice phone call for really some life-changing funds.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. You gotta get your tickets now.
5 minutes, 14 seconds for that 50-50.
Yeah.
We have an interesting discussion right now in the chat too about Calgary hosting. Something along those lines to keep in mind is that Calgary is hosting Women's Worlds coming up here next year, so that's going to be really fun to watch.
Recent announcement by Curling Canada, but the Winsport Arena will play host once again to an amazing event, the Women's World. Anna Hasselborg, Silvana Tiranzoni. I know there's going to be a bunch of great opportunities to see some amazing world-class teams.
Another major update, Raymond's social media guy will buy Justice some Boston Pizza if we get the 50-50 jackpot to 15,000.
All right, y'all need to hustle up. Y'all need to hustle up. So get on that. It's 14,350, $700. You guys can do this, okay?
Right on.
4 minutes left to buy. Technical timeout called. So umpire Ralph is going to be coming in. This is umpire Ralph Dewar. He's a longtime Alberta curling umpire there. I got the fortunate chance to work with him at the Alberta U18 provincials. He was one of our umpires there, and Andy Lassard also going to be coming over, the head umpire, and sure.
We almost always leave a double hitting that one, I think.
And it looks like they've got it resolved now.
Yeah.
And Kate, you know, another big shout out, the umpires. They just drive our game.
Yeah, no kidding. You cannot have an event like this without umpires.
Yeah, you know what? I've got some names off the top of my head. You've got Catherine Burbridge, Sherry Cormier, Cheryl Mins, Ralph Dewar. All those umpires, they're just amazing. You guys are all just class acts. It's just impossible to do the games without you guys. So for all of you guys at home, we appreciate you. I know they're watching because truly they are curling's biggest fans. They do this out of the kindness of their hearts, and they make sure that these games run for all of us viewers at home. So amazing opportunity for them. And yeah, if you have a chance, please say thank you to an umpire if you can, because they go above and beyond every time, every championship.
Probably intern like with
some good discussions here, Justice.
9.
I think it's real tough to get.
Yeah, it looks like for Jason Ginter throwing his last stone
You want to go 10 then?
in this end.
I like 9. Okay.
It looks like Team Van Amsterdam is going to address the one in the back of the house there because the angle on their red sets up doesn't set up anything. So
Nose is okay.
Yeah, smart play.
it doesn't look like it will affect them much if they just kind of place it there. And, you know, this does put this red in the back of the house and definitely in a scoring position as it comes into third shot if made by Jason Ginter now.
Clean. Yep.
Feels like her light. No, we're good.
Whoa. Curl. Curl big. Hard.
Parker Conchu really trying to get this over.
Okay, maybe.
And he does. Great shot from Jason Ginter. Called and made. My favorite saying. Now Kevin Kooi looking at it back.
Yeah. I think
Little update on the 50-50. 1 minute 40 seconds to buy those tickets, and it's at $14,730. $270 more. I get some pizza. So get going. Get going, folks.
Get to the website.
I don't think it's terrible if
We're seeing Kooi return with another nose hit on the same rock.
roll where it gets in the. We don't want to roll too far, where we get in the way of that red.
Yeah.
Better to nose it.
Yeah, and you can hear Kevin Kooi there. Better to nose it, Kate.
More.
So.
Whoa. 10.
Clean.
Whoa. 9.5.
Off.
9.5.
Curl.
Curl.
Whoa. Curl.
Curl. Curl. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Mark Martin really trying to work this over now.
Gets the roll behind.
Gets the roll behind. Now, if you're Team Van Amsterdam, would you maybe try and draw to that back one there?
That's real good.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's a little bit tricky with that guard on the corner there, though. Kind of a bit in your path. Hard to say how much curl you're getting.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about all week how good these ice conditions are, and it's really a cool opportunity to see the rocks curl. But with that curl, I'm not sure if they can get there anymore, Kate.
No, I'm not sure either.
No, that one's never gonna go.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. That one's
And
never
I've
gonna
got
go.
big news. Big news. The sales just ended for the 50-50, and Raymond, you owe me some pizza. It's $15,030 is the jackpot. Thank you all for supporting junior curling and also the Erskine Curling Club. That is record breaking. So
We could call a time if you want to discuss it a bit, but I think.
Do you have any air with this?
Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. That'd be kind of fancy, actually.
We have a bit of time. It's fine. Sure.
Up to you.
Yeah, sure.
So Jason Ginter saying that they have a bit of time.
Just talking through
So
this,
I don't know
just
if our
trying to
camera
tap this
crew,
and
they
spread
can
out.
get us
No,
a
I
visual
think
on that
actually I
thinking
don't
time. The
like
teams have a thinking time period of about 38 minutes to complete a 10-end game. So with that being said, these teams, they are going to look to complete those 10 ends in that time frame. And if they don't, then the other team, if they still have time, the game is still going, and they can throw as many rocks as they like without their opponents throwing. Basically, all your rocks become burnt stones for the foreseeable future if you run out of time. So it's really important to stay under that thinking time, right?
Have you ever seen that happen?
I'm not really seeing.
I have not, Sheldon. No, I've never seen it happen. I've actually only time that I've seen thinking time run out was at the U18 provincials this year. Young team, they ran out of time throwing their last stone in an extra end, but that's a different scenario because their time actually got deleted. So you only can bank time for 10 ends. You can't bank time for an extra end. So they weren't used to that kind of that time in the in the extra end where it's 4 minutes only, so it's a little bit of a tighter time frame. So, and Sheldon, I don't know if we can get some insight from you. This call right now from Team Van Amsterdam, they're looking to address that front yellow. Do you like this call?
I like it. I'm with you. I don't think they can get around that red rock for a draw. So this is probably what I would do.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the call to make, and after some discussion, Team Van Amsterdam confident in their ability. They did call a timeout, so they have no timeout left, as the teams only get one timeout over the course of the game.
Well, clean. Curl.
Sterling Middleton really calling them on to curl now.
Really gotta go.
Jason Ginter looking to curl it.
Touch it. Hard on that, hard on that, hard on that.
So it'll just fall back there. So a little bit of an unforced error there for Team Van Amsterdam.
Yeah, not quite where they wanted that one.
Wow. Yeah, all I'm saying is if we get it through there and roll over, we're good, right?
Are you seeing like a 9 or
9?
So Team Kooi just looking to make a nose hit and force Van Amsterdam to the one.
Say that's probably max 10.
Okay.
Right
I'm just trying to roll a rock.
Yeah. What, 10 or?
I look good for 10?
Yep.
Whoa.
10.
Whoa, close.
Big shot here for Team Kooi.
Oh, whoa! Roll it!
Good.
And that's a nice spot.
Great spot for Team Kooi. Sheldon, I'm sure Team Kooi is happy with that.
That's good ice.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to do anything. Well, I guess we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to get around that red.
Yeah, so our little suspicion of trying to get around that red, we're gonna see if they can do it.
It's like they'll maybe throw a little bit heavier than draw weight.
Right.
Yeah.
Not...
Seems like I thought they were throwing the draw originally, but it seems like Evan Van Amsterdam says hack, so it's gonna be a softer weight, kind of nose hit takeout for their one. Last stone in the 9th end of play for the 1-2 page playoff, Evan Van Amsterdam.
Clean. Clean.
Jason Ginter on the stone.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Heavy hack. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Clean.
Curling it now is Parker Conshu. And great shot from Evan Van Amsterdam there. Gets his one.
Very nice.
Nice.
So Sheldon, that's a 5-4 score in the 9th, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Definitely. Great to have Sheldon here, and we will be right back after the break for the last end in our 1-2 page playoffs. Stay tuned in, folks.
It'll be pretty obvious. Yeah. Some guards.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $50,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
That's a great shot.
And we're back for the 10th end and final end of the 1-2 page playoff. My name is Justice Jakes, and I'm joined by Kate Ector, my mixed doubles partner and also partner in the booth today. Kate, game so far.
Yeah, we're in the final end of play here, unless Van Amsterdam
I
steals
thought it was pretty
one.
close.
Yeah, you bet. It very well could be
5-6.
happening. It's a
Tyler.
close game. So for all of you in the chat, please let us know
Line's good, line's good.
those moment of the games. We
6.
have a big responsibility in picking the player of the moment of the game, and we hope to do that. Remember, it has to be the winning team, so make sure you get both players or both players, one from each team, so we have some good options to choose from. But Kate, an update on Sheet C.
Yeah, so Team Libis got 1 in 9, which makes it 6-3 here playing in 10. So it's going to be pretty tricky for Libis. They're in a position where they will need to steal 3 in this last end against Maverick.
So maybe a tall order for Jacob Libis, but you know what? He made almost a quintuple yesterday, so go replay that shot. I was commentating that shot in the B qualifier game against Van Amsterdam, and oh my god, I thought I was going to have to get greatest curling shots in the chat immediately, but didn't quite make it, but got 3 out, almost moved all 5, made contact with all 5, so epic try there from Jacob Libis. Just a great showing for their team. This is their first time with wins in the event, and you know what? Also the first time they're in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, really good experience for a bit of a younger team.
Yeah, under 25 there, and coached by Brad Thiessen, longtime Alberta player and Brier champion.
Very nice double kill here.
That will help the Team Kooi squad out a lot. That is a big shot from Tyler Tardy.
Yes, very key.
Right now, you'll see Sterling Middleton throwing from the Van Amsterdam team. They're down 1. They need to steal. They got to get this guard back on the center line to have a real good shot of that stealing opportunity. Ginter switching to hold the line now. And Van Amsterdam with a red in a pretty raisable position, Kate.
Yes, yeah.
So Tyler Tardy just removing this one from play, the red one. And making sure his back-end players have as much opportunity to end this game here and now in the 10th end.
Yeah, really trying to keep it open.
And for those of you in the chat, I heard in the rumor mill that Calgary and something similar is being considered for the BP's Cup next year. I'm not sure if it is Calgary or not, but something southern Alberta. That's what I'm hearing. So could be really close to Calgary or Calgary itself. So
yes, I've heard very proximal to Calgary.
yes. So for those of you who are in the chat, don't worry, don't fray, because you'll have your chance to see this event next year.
Wayne. Yep, a little bit.
Team Kooi with another great peel after a Van Amsterdam guard put up.
Same weight.
And Kate, pretty safe to say we'll probably see this this type of play the duration of the end here.
Good.
Yeah,
Halfway,
definitely a lot of
hair deeper actually.
putting the guard up and peeling the guard.
A little more.
It's almost like a blank end, but with some rocks in place. So
We'll see it switch up here pretty soon, though. With Skip's rocks, I wouldn't be surprised at some point. Team Van Amsterdam will have to make a move to get shot rock.
and Kate, we've got an update on Sheet C.
We do have a final game. So Team Vavrick taking the win and will be advancing to the semifinals tomorrow.
There we go. So congratulations to Team Dalen Vavrick. I believe their best ever finish in this event so far, and amazing opportunity for them to advance even further into the event. Just a great team. I play against Evan Asmussen, their lead, and amazing person. He won the Bo Daviduck Award a couple years ago, and that's the best front-end player award given out at this event, the Boston Pizza Cup, every year. So amazing to see their team having some success after a recent acquisition, and Tristan Steinke and from that Sturmey team that went to the final a couple years ago. So
that's for sure.
Amazing to see. They'll play the loser of this game, the 1-2 page playoff. You can catch that tomorrow, Championship Sunday.
Sterling, broom less. Well, that's 2 brooms. That's still good, yeah. Back 4.
And for all of our viewers at home that are looking to make an even bigger update, bigger impact, one of our players on the ice right now, Tyler Tardy, he's asked me to really drive home that you can vote for him as All-Star Third at the Grand Slam of Curling website and send him to Nashville. Send you and him to Nashville for All-Star player, All-Star Third in an All-Star game for the Grand Slam of Curling. So go on to the website, vote him, and yeah, definitely party all the way. So.
I'm seeing some Tyler Sterling as MVP. If you guys are thinking of any shots in particular, please feel free to put them in the chat, because we gotta choose a moment of the game.
Get rid of that one and that one. Yeah.
Do you think if you hit
so a little bit of a unforced error there from
Like,
Team Van
Not
Amsterdam.
very
And
far, though. Not
Kate,
out.
do you think Kooi that could? It could definitely be Kevin Kooi. He seems like he's made up his decision, leading the charge down the ice, going to throw his first set, or first rock of the set in his 10th end of the 1-2 page playoff here in Alberta.
So what am I trying to hit?
Stettler fans anxiously waiting to see the result of this game. Who is going to be in the final? Packed house in Stettler. First stone, Kevin Kooi in the 10th end, throwing yellow.
So it doesn't quite get that one to spin up.
So he doesn't get it to spin up, but definitely does get the ability to keep a red in play. So could be a rock that comes to score at the end of this end. So steal is definitely in the cards for Team Van Amsterdam.
However, it is a pretty open house still for Kooi, so I don't think he can be too upset about this.
Just adjust on the last one. I was like, good back E.
Line's close.
Last shot for Evan Van Amsterdam in his 10th end. Big shot here, trying to steal. Steal to stay alive in this 1-2 page playoff. Parker
Keep going.
Conchu really trying to move this rock over for his skip.
Keep going. I got it.
Getting it over.
Hard. Okay.
And he'll bump it back, so Kooi
Sorry,
with
guys.
a nose hit for the win. But Kate, that Van Amsterdam rock, his second shot, so can't afford to roll here if you're Kevin Kooi.
Tell me what you think that ice is for.
Either that Evan Van Amsterdam got their team to sit in 2, but it is an open hit here for Kevin Kooi for the win.
Big moment. Big opportunity to punch his ticket to the final of the 2025 Alberta Boston Pizza Cup. Kevin Kooi, his last stone, throwing yellow in the 10th, up by 1. Here he goes.
Clean.
Martin on the brim.
Yep. Whoa.
Slachinsky calling line.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Nice throw.
And well executed from Team Kevin Kooi. They will advance to the final. That is game 6-4 is your final score here in the 10th end. My name is Justice Jakes.
And I'm Kate Hector.
And we have had a blast with you this evening. Thank you all for those who have supported our game. Those of you who have watched our streams in the past right now, it was an epic game, great shot making, and Kate, one last job for us. Moment of the game.
It's a tough call. I think it's definitely got to go to Kevin Kooi. He's made lots of big shots. There's always his draw that got them the one in, when was that? The 6th, but he also made some really key doubles early on. Somebody mentioned his double in the second end. It's a tough call, Justice.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been some really good moment of the games. If I could, I'd have Tyler Tardy and Kevin Kooi share the moment of the game. Tyler just had an unbelievable game, and with that fall especially. I love the fall. That was an amazing.
Yes, many people had that vote.
Yes, it seemed to be a trend in the comments. But so Kevin Kooi, Tyler Tardy, they're your moment of the game. Team Cooey's your moment of the game. It's been a pleasure. That's it for us here this week. And man, it's just been a blast commentating and being along with the ride for you all. So once again, tune into tomorrow's Championship
Justice,
Sunday.
we're going to stick around
Team
for the
Maverick.
draw to the button here. Let's explain what's going on with the draw here and everything.
You bet. And for those of you who are going to see this next part of the competition, it's actually a draw to the button competition hosted by the Erskine Curling Club. Only people can participate in the arena, but if you pay $5, you can potentially enter in to win a draw to the button shot. You can throw it yourself or have a player throw it. And Kark Martin was selected to throw this. He has to sweep the rock himself, throw it, and also hold the broom for himself. So really no help, but he's going to try and put this on the button. I believe the pot is over $4,000. So if he puts this on the button, then he wins someone a big chunk of change. People are cheering him on.
1 should be money.
Does he have it? Does he have it?
Oh, that is on the button, on the pin. Someone's going to win a lot of money. So great job from Kark Martin, and amazing to see a bunch of money go to an amazing fan and supporter of curling. It's been a blast. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning into our stream. And Kate, that is it from us.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope you had a blast, and adios, everyone.
And enjoy the night.
Yeah.
Brian's buying.
No. Yeah. He won over $3,000.